Hello and welcome to the 2023 Indonesian Grand Prix. This is a sprint race at Sentul. It's lights out and away they go. Max Verstappen from pole. How good of a start has he got? It's not a brilliant start. Magnussen also have not the best start. Going through turn 1 now, all cleanly through. It looks like Verstappen down to P2. And how are they going to go through? Oh, they're all checking up there as Magnussen down the inside. Magnussen will go overtake. Gaz does the front wing. Where's Magnussen? Magnussen's into the wall. He spins back onto the track. And I hope he hasn't been collected by anyone. There's Gaz leave out of front wing as he went through turn 2. I'm sure his rear wing went as well. But there's a big moment for Magnussen there. You can see him down in 19th place. And oh, he's into the wall there. And it looks like he could be out of this race before it's even got going. It looked like a big lunge down the inside into turn 2. A very strange accident. But it's a flat out corner, so it's not like he's making a dive bomb and trying to outbrake the other people. Because the other people aren't braking, they just sort of started checking each other up. I'm confused by that, to be honest as well. Magnussen into the wall. No, he's managed to just cut the corner. Then he has to slow it down before getting a track limits penalty. Anyway, Kevin Magnussen, it's not looking good for him. And why aren't we actually watching the front runners? That's actually a good shout. It's Verstappen who leads from Russell. Russell's not got... Oh, safety car's out. So there must have been something that happened. What's happened to Russell? Let's see what happened to his front wing. And Verstappen's... I don't know what Verstappen's done there. That is strange. Anyway, let's go back to live coverage. We will get replays of in a second for what on what happened in turn 2. But we are having a little bit of issues. We're able to get that one replay, but apart from that, nothing else, unfortunately. So yeah, we're gonna just watch some of the safety car for a bit, and then we'll be able to go to the replays and see what happened there at turn 2. Obviously something's happened, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 I think cars. So there's 8 cars that have been involved in something. Gasly was one of them, I know that. We've got Magnussen, Stroll, Leclerc all down there near the back. Also, we would like to say that we do apologise for any issues with the coverage we had during qualifying and this morning's sprint shootout. There was something weird basically happened with the coverage, and yeah, basically we had to put a black screen to cover it. Nothing to do with us. It was something weird happening with the TV broadcast. But yeah, that should be fixed now, hopefully. So yeah, we'll be getting replays to you in a matter of seconds. Okay, all good now. So yeah, let's go back and see a replay. Let's go on board of Magnussen at the start. Anyway, let's go on board. Starting P3. Oops. Lights out. Not the best start. And then... Oh, this second stuff rough, and oh, he just tries to avoid them, and oh, it's a scary crash that. Oh, someone's gone over. That's Hamilton went over. Did he? Did Hamilton go over there? I think Hamilton might have gone over. Can't see from that angle. Let's go on board of Hamilton. Let's just watch it from Hamilton. Oh, he's hit. It's his teammate he's hit. Magnussen. He's hit Hulkenberg. Can't really see from there either. Let's go on board then. So, oh, this hits the front wing. They get slipped by the rear wing, and oh no, it doesn't fully go over. Thankfully. Still is a big crash at the start of the sprint race at Sentul. Want to go on board with Gasly. Because he was the one that kind of, he didn't cause the checking up, but he was kind of involved in it. Magnussen just moves out the way to avoid these lot, because this is, I don't know what happened there, but it's Magnussen that gets massively caught up by them checking each other up. It's a very strange incident. Anyway, let's go back live now, so we can, don't know if the safety car's still out or not. Looks like it is. There we go. We're back live now, and it looks like the safety car will be in this lap. It's Verstappen who leads from Albon. So we saw Albon. I don't think. Oh, sorry about that. Was it the qualifying with a sprint shootout or Albon didn't do brilliantly? I think it was a sprint shootout where he was like 12th or something. It's actually a very good start from Albon. But anyway, the safety car's in, so is the Ferrari, and we'll be back going now, green here at Sentul. And Verstappen who leads Albon. This time they're all able to get cleanly through turn 1, turn 2 as well, no checking up. It's going to be Verstappen who leads all the back though. Stuff's happening there, but can we see a move from Albon potentially on his former teammate Verstappen? Yes, he is round the outside. Can Albon take the lead? Yes, he does. It's Alexander Albon who leads the sprint race here at Sentul, but no, they're not. They're very close to each other, those two. Now almost 3 wide. There's contact. Verstappen's in front. Albon trying to get past. Ocon's there. There's an Alfa Romeo and a McLaren as well. Drama here at Sentul, but it's Verstappen who leads Albon. He leads Ocon. And there's dirt kicked up there. Is anyone actually out of the race? Stroll's out. Leclerc's not out. So we'll have a look at what happened to Stroll shortly. There's a big scrap going on in the mid-pack. Hulkenberg, Norris, Joe. There's a Red Bull coming into the pits. That's Nick De Vries. This season gets from bad to worse. There's a Haas kicking up dirt. That's Kevin Magnussen. And Hulkenberg almost going into the back of, I think that's Valtteri Bottas. Oh, he spun Joe round. That's both of them off the track. And that is Joe Guan Yu off. And Hulkenberg, sorry, off as well. As he tries not to get the car beached. And it looks like he's done that. But where's Joe? Where's Joe? Is Hulkenberg a lap down? No. So why is... I don't know. But it looks like Joe is beached in the gravel. Go on board with him. Yeah, he's beached. And that looks like Joe Guan Yu out of the sprint race. He joins Lance Stroll in retirees. Unfortunately for the Chinese driver. We'll keep watching until we confirm that he is definitely beached, and there we go. That is him out of this race, unfortunately. Let's see what happened to Stroll now. Let's pass in the pits. I'm assuming that's Magnussen. Let's get a replay first of that incident with Joe and Nico Hulkenberg. Of course, the front runner in the championship involved, of course. And the side by side, Joe and Hulkenberg. And then Hulkenberg's in front, almost into the back of Bottas. Goes very deep into the corner, and then just spins Joe. It looked to me like he just right hooked him, if you know what I mean. Like you see in NASCAR. Let's come aboard with Hulkenberg. No safety car has been called out, so it's still green, by the way. Let's just look. I don't know, I feel like he doesn't turn. It's a very strange accident between those two. Let's see what Lance Stroll, what's happened to him? Because he is out of this race. For some reason. Oh. So he's into the pits. Looks like his phone didn't get any front wing. And just... oh. He's just stuck, it looks like. Maybe he's... he can't have stalled it because anti-stall. So maybe the engine just shut off, some weird issue in the pit lane. Yeah, that is Stroll out of this race. It's a very weird issue indeed for Lance Stroll. We'll go back live now, we're almost live. There we go, back live now. Verstappen, who still leads Albon as a Haas there. That could be Hulkenberg. No, it's Magnussen a lap down now. So Kevin Magnussen now finds himself a lap down. Of course, the one who caused the initial incident at the start. And tries to go down the inside. There's contact between him and Verstappen. Magnussen really getting racy here at Sentul. In the sprint race, he's a lap down though, so it probably won't mean nothing at this point in the race. There's a move trying to get past the Aston Martin of, I think, Drogovic, that is. Yeah, it is Drogovic, the only remaining at Aston Martin in this race. Is there three wide? Drogovic, Norris and Hulkenberg. They go into turn one, there's a bit of contact there between those two. And oh, it's a big wobble there for Magnussen. And oh, he's into the wall, there's Piastri off as well. And that's Hulkenberg, Magnussen, sorry, out of this race, I think. What happened there? That was a strange one. That was a strange one. We will go back in a second just to see the replay. But it's still Verstappen who leads Stroll. But let's go on board with Kevin Magnussen, who is now out of this race after that crash. So Hulkenberg's still going, but I think he might be a lap down or something. Anyway, let's get a replay of what happened there. Let's go on board and to see. Oh, he turns right to avoid Drogovic, and it's a hard hit into the wall. No clue why Drogovic just stopped there. Slow it down. He's turning left to go into turn 2. Norris has a gap, but Magnussen has to turn right to avoid, and then quickly turn left again. And by that time he's lost the car and he's spinning out of control. And oh, airborne, catches some air in the gravel there. And then just ready for this hit. Oh, it's a big hit into the wall. To Oscar Piastri, another one who went off at that corner. Don't think he's out of the race, but what did happen to the Kiwi? Let's see. Oh, he just gets hit by Ocon, I think. Spins him round and round again. And unfortunately for Oscar, he finds himself spun round. Let's go on board with Gasly. Last replay of this incident. In my opinion, I'm going to have to put it on Piastri, but I wanted to make sure that I'm not blaming people for that they're not at fault. I mean, he does kind of just go to the right, so I think I'm going to put it on Piastri to slow it down. Let's see. Just watch Piastri in front. I think he goes right to avoid this Hamilton, who isn't going too quick, and then just gets rear-ended by Gasly, and then that spins him. Anyway, let's go back live. Almost there. Gasly currently in P6. There we go. So who's leading? Is it still Verstappen? No, it's Norwich. So Norwich. Keep calling Norwich. Norris, who leads from Alexander Albon. Pretty decent lead. He's got it's Drogovic now who's second from Albon, from I believe Verstappen, and from Pierre Gasly. No, Hamilton from Gasly from Bottas. So Hamilton up to P4. If you remember, only 14 laps to go, and lap 1 it was almost rolling over and out of the race. I'd no rear wing, a lengthy pit stop to repair that. But somehow he's still in this race and still going. And fair play. And I'm going to go for a little break a second. I'm back, and it's Norris. Norris down at P3. Norris almost spins round. He's made contact with Lewis Hamilton. And there's almost a collision. There's more collision here. They go through the final part of the track. And Hamilton comes into the pits for the second time this race. This time, thankfully, he's got a front wing and a rear wing. Anyway, it's Albon who leads from Gasly and Drugovich. Albon, it wasn't that long ago when he won the, what was it, Italian Grand Prix by about 20 seconds. Anyway, can he hold on? There's about 10 laps to go here at Sentul. 26 lap sprint race. I think it's the shortest circuit we go to for a sprint. Salzburg, I think that's 24 laps, so that's actually a little bit longer. What circuit Salzburg was. Still one of my favourite circuits we've been to all year. Of course, a crazy weekend of racing last weekend. Saw in the BSB, for example, Bridewell and Irwin collide with each other. In the second race at Donington. But also we had, yes, trying to think really. Talladega. No, I'm not going to spoil Talladega for you. Yeah, Rally Chile, of course. What else have we had? Of course, we had F1 last weekend. McLaren double DNF, Haas double DNF. We've got Haas not doing great at this sprint race so far at the moment. Anyway, not much happening, to be honest, anymore. Anyone else out? Verstappen's out, so something's happened to Max Verstappen. He was running up front. He's been out for quite a while, actually. Oh. Oh, it's contact between him and Russell, and then... Oh. I think Verstappen wanted to pit, and Russell didn't. Oh, almost another collision there. Very unfortunate collision there. And Verstappen out of this race. This is the move for the lead by Albon. I'm going to see it spell up because... No, I'm not going to see it. Like a few minutes behind still. Almost there. There you go. See Albon down to P2 now. Someone in front of him. It looks like it's Ocon or Gasly. Pierre Gasly maybe. Yeah, it is Gasly, but he's got quite a gap, and there's 3 cars here that look like they could be racy. Albon, Drugovich, and is that Bottas? Yes, it is. Felipe Drugovich fighting up there. Yes, again, he's had a brilliant debut in Formula 1. The rookie, he only started in Aston, remember. P5, Russia got a podium. Ty and Motegi, I can't actually remember, but the other 2 were brilliant races for him. Anyway, Albon now in P2, of course. Norris, you could, oh my god, Norwich again. Lando Norris, you can see a bit further back, trying to catch up to this pack. As Drugovich is trying to make a move on Alexander Albon through the turn 10, and he makes it work, and Albon's into P3 now. Bottas almost hits him actually, they go through turn 11. And is Bottas going to try and get him into turn 1? He's got a good run on Albon, has Valtteri. But can Albon get past Drugovich actually? He's got a good move. No. Oh yes, actually down the inside. Albon's in the P2. Joe's, not Bottas, but Bottas, sorry. Bottas almost spun around by Drugovich. Almost a collision between those 2. drama here. But Drogovic is quite far down. He's been overtaken by Norris, so that bit of contact has put him down to P5. So P3 to well, P2 actually to P5 for Felipe Drogovic. Unfortunately for him. And now Albon into the pits. Who leads now? Let's have a little look. So Albon down to P9. It's going to be Gasly who leads. So he's already in front, wasn't he? Forgot about that. Well, they put 5 laps to go. We're going to do a quick 1 lap break so you can watch Gasly drive around in circles. Okay, we're back, and while we were gone, Gasly, a lot more of the front runners, Drogovic included, Norris as well. Hamilton, was he up there? I think so. But they've all pitted, and it's Charles Leclerc now who leads, Ocon second and Tsunoda third, De Vries fourth, fair enough. Lawson ninth, he qualified quite low. I think he's got points in Formula 1 before, and to be fair, it's a sprint race, so he's not actually in the points still. Anyway, George Russell, he's having a great race, is he? Hamilton, same with him. It's a good battle though down here. Drogovic, Hulkenberg, Sargent. Oh, that's a spin there for Norris and Piastri and Bottas. Collision there between those two. Bottas off, Norris off. And it's Piastri, sorry, it's the second time Piastri's gone round at turn 2. And Valtteri Bottas, where's he? Here he is, he could be out of this race. I think he's trying to find somewhere to park it, in fact. Yeah, it does look like that. He's looking for somewhere to park it. Yeah, it looks like Bottas is out of this race maybe, or is he trying to get going? No, Bottas is actually fine. So fair enough, Bottas has got going. Let's get a replay of that. I saw it live. Let's see, on board with Bottas, we'll get on board with Piastri as well, to see exactly what happened. It's a bit like Hulkenberg on Joe earlier. Almost identical, in fact. Let's see. They're already made contacts. And then let's see what's gonna happen. Just keep an eye here, around here. All on Bottas' steering wheel. He goes left, but Piastri kind of just turns in like he's not even there. I think that's on Piastri, to be honest. Just one more look. Oh, now Harry's not got a front wing. I just realised that. Snowden hasn't got a front wing. I mean Lawson, sorry. And that is a massive shame for Liam. But think of that collision, he would have been in the points. Anyway, let's go back live now. And Hulkenberg hasn't got a front wing either, I don't think. No, he hasn't, so they both into the pits. It's Charles Leclerc who leads. In his lap, is that Hulkenberg, yeah, and he's about to lap Liam Lawson as well. Bottas looks like he's a lap down after that earlier off that he had with Oscar Piastri. I say earlier off, it was literally like 2 minutes ago. Still unfortunate for him. Anyway, Charles Leclerc, Charles Leclerc, sorry. Hang on. Charles Leclerc's going to cross the line. It's 26 laps, isn't it? Charles Leclerc is going to win the sprint race here at Settle. Brilliant race from Charles Leclerc. Sorry about that, it's not even live because we're looking at replays. Ocon's going to come in second. It's going to be Yuki Tsunoda to come home in fourth. Nick De Vries with his best result in a while. Shame it's only a sprint race, but still, from near the back of the grid, still very good performance from the Dutchman. Sainz is going to be in 5th place. Albon in 6th place. Gasly in 7th place. Norris in 8th. Drogovic in 9th place. Piastri is going to cross the line in 10th. It is the last lap, isn't it? I think so. Let's watch Lawson cross the line. That should be to finish the race. Leclerc's nowhere to be seen at the moment. Yeah, he's down here, so yeah, that is race done. Sorry about that. Kind of missed it, but anyway, yeah. Let's go through your results then. Stroll got stuck coming out the pits lane. Joe beats it in the gravel after a collision with, I think it was Nico Hulkenberg. Magnussen had a big off after confusion with Drogovic. Big off into turn 2. Verstappen, he had a collision with George Russell when trying to come into the pits. George Russell 16th, Bottas 15th. He spun late on with Piastri. Hamilton 14th, Hulkenberg 13th, Lawson 12th, Sargent 11th, Piastri 10th. 2 issues with both Alfa Romeos. Drogovic in 9th, and your point scorer is Lando Norris for the first time in ages scored a point. Gasly in 7th, he's been scoring a lot of points recently. Albon 6th, Sainz 5th, De Vries 4th, brilliant sprint for him. Tsunoda 3rd, Ocon 2nd, and your sprint winner is going to be Charles Leclerc, the man who is also on pole for tomorrow's Grand Prix. It's going to be all 8 points going in the favour of the Monegasque. We'll be back tomorrow, 8 AM UK time, for the Indonesian Grand Prix. Make sure you're there for that. Goodbye.